Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about what is living in the now. What is living in the now?
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
So I keep talking about living in the now. Well, the now is this moment and this moment and this moment. It is being aware of this moment that you are in. But to expand upon that a little bit more, I'm going to say your now is this day. This is your now day. Stay in your day. Not in tomorrow, not in yesterday, not in the future, and not in the past. Stick with this day. If you can do that, then you are doing well. Keep short accounts. Don't carry things through from today to tomorrow. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. Forgive. Forgive and release those who have offended you, that you are angry at, that you hold anger towards. Release them and yourself, because by releasing them, you release yourself. You see, whenever you hold other people and you try to, through that anger, you're just binding yourself. You're not affecting that other person. It's like unforgiveness. It's like you drink the poison and you expect the other person to die or feel the ill effect of it, and it doesn't work that way. All it does is it poisons you. This is why forgiveness is so important, and this is why you need to stay in your now and you need to keep short records. Now, this also goes with retrieving your energy. You can retrieve the energy at the end of the day, but you need to be aware whenever you are exerting energy. When someone has created a situation for you to be energy harvested from, if it's making you angry, then it's still generating an energy within you. And you need to retrieve the energy before the end of the day. Before the sun goes down, before you go to bed, you need to retrieve the energy. It is best if you don't react, if you can find neutrality. You will find so much freedom if you can maintain neutrality and things don't bother you so much. And you see, there is no right or wrong, only in this duality matrix, and only because you believe there is. And all things are permissible for a source player, but not all things are beneficial. You need to make choices that are most beneficial for yourself. And it needs to benefit you. Don't worry about benefiting someone else. What you do should be beneficial to you more than anything else. This is your game. This is your life. This is your experience, and you need to concentrate on your experience and making it your best life yet. There are principles and things that you can do that will benefit you, that will raise your frequency. If you follow them, you will reach the higher frequencies and you will have more knowledge and comprehension of what this matrix really is and all the fine subtleties and bendable rules within it. Your frequency determines your abilities and the power of your intent. The higher your frequency, the more powerful your intent. Now, when I say living in the now, that means good or bad. The past has no place in your present. The past is the past. Now, birthdays, anniversaries, they're simply to remind you of the past. We don't celebrate either. I don't dwell on my birth date. I don't know how old I am. Unless I really started thinking it through, because I live in my now. It's irrelevant. The past, when you reach a high enough frequency and you look at pictures, you don't link with them according to events that happened that day. You just look at them as for their beauty in color or composition. You don't put yourself there. It's just your frequency. You realize what this illusionary matrix really is. And generally you don't really look at pictures from the past. I don't look at pictures from the past. Other than pictures that I have taken for photography that are just beautiful. And I don't put myself back in that place where I was taking them. I'm simply enjoying the beauty of the capture of the photography or the storyline that is going on in it. I maintain my now moment, and it is just a form of artistry. The vlogs. Obviously, when I put together the vlog, it is after the fact, and I am simply I don't put myself, when I'm looking at those things, I'm not reliving the day. I am simply looking at it from an artistic standpoint of sharing information, sharing, the surroundings, or it's a story, and I'm telling a story with the vlog. So yes, it's very possible to stay in the now and deal with photographs, because they don't really have memories attached to them. When you remove the memories from them, then they're just simply art. They're there for color or composition or entertainment, but you don't link to them. Now, stay in this day. Don't go to yesterday. Don't go to the future. Stay in this day. And you will do well. And if you can fine-tune your day to where you can live in the moment that you are in and find enjoyment and beauty in that moment, find the great things in that now moment, then that's even better. Because you see, the past isn't what you think it is, and the future is not what you think it is either. And live in the now. Now, when I say going to the past, whenever you go to the past, whether it's a good event or a not so good event, you are taking an emotional body. You have 5 frequency bodies, and you are taking one of those bodies out of this now moment, and you are moving it over into the past. Whether it's an event, say your wedding day, or a fantastic dinner date that you had, or a fireworks display that you went to with someone you cared about. Or it was something someone did that offended you or hurt you, or that type of situation that is what you would consider an unforgivable offense. Or maybe it's not. Maybe you've forgiven it, but you still are remembering it, so you're going back to it. So if you're going back to it and you're remembering it, chances are you haven't forgiven it. But you need to stay in the now, because every time that you go out of your now day moment and you go to yesterday or even tomorrow or yesterday, you are moving your emotional body out of alignment. That takes you out of your now moment, and your now moment is where your empowerment is. That's why you need to keep short accounts. You need to stay in the now because you want to keep your empowerment to use in this now moment. You want to stay centered in this now moment. So that's what the now moment is. And that's why it's so important to you as a source player to stay in the now. It's a simple concept, but it takes practice and determination to stay in this now moment, to not go to the past and to remain neutral, and to forgiveness. If you have unforgiveness, then you have brought that past. You are actually have not brought that past into this present moment, but you have separated your physical, no, you have separated your emotional body from your harmonious group, and you have, whenever you hold unforgiveness, then you have taken your emotional body, sometimes even more of your bodies, your consciousness, as well as your emotional body, and you have separated them out of this harmonized now moment, and they have moved off into the past where that event happened. And in that state of being, you are out of harmony, out of alignment, and nothing good can come of it. You have lost your power by that simple fact of moving out of the now. That gives a bit more in-depth explanation to your now moment and how to stay in the now as it is most beneficial to you. Now, is everything that I have shared here infinite source truth only and not what I think or believe? That is a yes from a program pendulum. If you have found this information valuable to you, then it would be in your own best interest to become a supporter of this work as you unlock things that you can unlock no other way. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.